I think that's why I left you guys last time. How to lose belly fat in 1 week, part 2.
Throw your diamonds in the sky if you feel the vibe.
Before we dive into that part, I think it's extremely important we recap part 1. What's up guys, it's your boy Mike Diamonds, and as you guys just watching that video right now, that was my transformation last year. This video to be the #1 stop for you guys, the honest way of how to lose all that belly fat, guys. So belly fat in 1 week, part 2. Now Mike, why are we doing a part 2 to this video? One, I never expected that video to reach that particular outreach. That being said, there were so many comments and so many questions that were left unanswered. When I'd made the video initially, it was to give an honest collection of what it took for me to get to an extremely fat physique to having that low body fat percentage, and it was my personal honestly collection. Showed the difference I got between starting my diet and after 1 week using the 5 steps. And I'm gonna talk about 5 topics and the complete truth of how to lose all that belly fat. Number 1 is gonna be cardio. Number 2 is gonna be training. Number 3 is gonna be nutrition. Number 4 I'm gonna keep till the end, and number 5 are like pro tips and stuff that I've learned that has helped me reduce my waist size. So stick around to the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, enjoy it, but for now, let's get into cardio. There were so many questions that were left in that video which were extremely important. I tried to compile my experience in 11 minutes, but I think in this video I'm gonna bring the whole how to lose belly fat in 1 week video to full circle in this episode. I didn't mention them in a particular order, but I emphasized on one which I kept on having questions about. But in this video, I'm going to discuss the 5 topics and each one of their importance, and I'm going to start with the most important, and that one is nutrition. So I just did grocery shopping, and I think now is the best time to discuss nutrition. Above all else, out of the 5 topics I mentioned, I think nutrition is the most important. And the golden rule when it comes to nutrition is that if you want to lose fat, belly fat, any source of fat, arm fat, leg fat, you need to be in a caloric deficit. So over time, every day, if you're eating less than what your body needs, you're going to lose fat. And you're gonna see that if you're doing it consistently over time, your fat cells will reduce. So that is what I mean by caloric deficit in the simplest terms. Again, there's much more to it, but that is a good idea. I think now is the perfect time to show you guys a good idea of the foods that I have, which is high protein, moderate carbs, and low in fat. Let me give you guys a quick overview of all the foods that I have. In this section over here are my protein-based foods, so which comes from whey protein, lean turkey, lean beef, some chicken breasts over there. Here in the middle we have the carbohydrates, which consists of pumpkin, basmati rice, mixed vegetables, and some beans, which also does contain protein. Like I said, my diet is also mixed between bodybuilding and also one that's very sustainable, so I do have some sweet snacks here. I have an asparagus here, which is low calorie but a great antidiuretic for you to lose some water weight. This is also another snack that I have, and it's very highly recommended. You have a serving of fruits and vegetables in each serving. But this, I'm gonna go into more detail when I do the meal prep video. Just before we move on, I wanted to add that, guys, if you want to know more about training, this episode and my entire series, Student Shredding, is a whole documentation of me losing body fat. On into the second part that I think is the most important, and that is training.
Loyalty got royalty inside.
This is why I say that hip-hop has done more damage to young African Americans than racism in recent years.
I live about my DNA. This is my heritage, all I'm inheriting. Money and power, the maker emeritus. Tell me something, you motherfuckers can't tell me nothing. I'd rather die than to listen to you. My DNA not for imitation.
Get closer.
Again.
they an abomination. This how it is when you in the matrix, dodging bullets, reaping what you're sowing, stacking up the footage, living on the go and sleeping in the
Important thing I wanted to mention was training. Why I believe training is so important is that one, you need the muscle to be able to look a certain way, and at the same time it allows you to burn calories after training. When you've damaged your muscles while you're resting, your body's still using calories to repair the muscle that you've damaged, and that's why I believe training is extremely awesome. And another thing is what I use, which is high intensity and it burns a lot of calories, is my push-pull legs program, which is Project Diamonds. It is on my Instagram. Send me a DM. If you're watching the video right now, it's on my Instagram story, so you can go and take it there, take screenshots. It's on right now on my Instagram story. But that is Project Diamonds. The first thing I did though, before training, because it's preferable to me, it doesn't matter when you do it, I did cardio, high intensity interval training. And what I do is I sprint for 1 minute, I jog for the second minute, and I keep on repeating sprint, jog, and I do that for 25 minutes, and I do 6 sessions a week. I burn roughly 500 calories in those 25 minutes. The second thing that's most important is training. The third one is cardio. I also wanted to mention, if you guys want me to do my push-pull legs Project Diamonds, somewhat of a cool instructional edit video onto the channel, leave the video a thumbs up. And if I see that you guys want that, if there's a lot of thumbs up on the video, in every single video I'll post a push, the next video pull, and then the legs, my entire program, and I'll show you guys exactly how you should do Project Diamonds. So leave it a thumbs up if you want to see that. But let's go on to the fourth thing. Physique looks like, and what my belly fat really looks like after 1 week of training.
Leave it all behind. Love me a new one. I won't waste my time. Fuck it with you. Oh, let me show you how. Find me another. You can't break me down. Under the covers.
So the video you guys just watched now was in the first video of how to lose belly fat in 1 week, and that was week 0, the starting of my cut, and you guys saw after 1 week. Now since then I've been following the 5 steps consistently. I'm gonna show you guys what my body looks like 6 weeks after that particular video. So this is a progress video, and I'll compare it to week 0 following the 5 steps. Here you guys go.
Leave it all behind. Love me a new one. I won't waste my time. Fuck it with you. Oh, let me show you how. Find me another. You can't break me down. Under the covers.
Guys, what you just saw was my 1 week difference and 6 week difference. I'm currently doing my whole shred now, getting rid of my entire belly fat. If you haven't subscribed now, subscribe. Click the bell button if you've subscribed so you guys can get a notification every time I upload a video. But in this segment of the video, I'm going to address everything you guys have mentioned in the previous video. Addressing all the questions that I was asked, someone called Marcin asked me in the video of how to lose belly fat for 1 week. They said, I have the same problem, belly fat haunts me. How much are you running intense, and how many are you walking cardio? So like I mentioned before, 1 minute sprint, 1 minute jog for 25 minutes. I put my sprint at 15 kilometers per hour, and I put my jog at 7 kilometers per hour, and I do that for 25 minutes. I roughly burn about 500 calories. I also got was, could you tell me specifically what kind of weight training you do, and also how many times a week you should do weight training and cardio? That was another common question. So me myself, minimally I try to go 4 times per week. So if I go Friday, Saturday and Sunday, that's on the weekend, so I don't have school there, so I can at least ensure 3 training sessions. If I can get 4, 1 during the week, and if I can up that to 6, then that's awesome and I'll get to my goal. And right now I'm trying to do cardio 6 times per week, as I had mentioned. Another question was by Kay, do you drink a lot of water when you do your cardio workout? In my video I mentioned that I train on an empty stomach. Guys, I do not advise that for everyone. That is just what feels comfortable for me. Advice for everyone is that have a meal maybe an hour, 2 hours before, or 3 hours before you train, so you don't feel hungry. Personally, I have a coffee so I don't feel hungry before I train, and then I train, I do my cardio, and immediately I go into my training. When I go home, I replenish my body with all the good nutrients and I have a lot of food. Question was from Khaled, how do you stop losing too much weight on your face? That is something I also wanted to mention. You guys can see, if you guys have been following the journey, my face has been getting thin. And there's one thing with fat, guys, you can't choose to lose fat on your shoulders or on your chest or on your stomach. Fat is lost holistically. You can't spot reduce fat, so you can't directly target your abs to lose fat. Your whole body will lose fat as it continues. Does anyone know if he is doing cardio HIIT and weights on the same day? Yes, I do it on the same day. So after I do HIIT, I jump straight into my training. That's addressing all the questions that I had, but for now, let's go home. And number 4, guys, is consistency. If you're not consistent with your nutrition, your training, and your cardio, you will not see the results. Guys, it's very, very normal to mess up. We're not born in a perfect world. I mess up even on this cut here, and it's completely normal. So just stay consistent. If you mess up, pick yourself up the next day. Do your training, do your cardio, do your nutrition as nothing happened, and you'll see you'll still get your results. And then the next thing I got asked a lot was about my supplementation. Now guys, I never mentioned it because it's never that important, but I'm gonna do it for the sake of the video. Supplementation is supposed to supplement to help your training, but it's not gonna make the world a difference. So in most important to least important is 1, a multivitamin. This one is from Optimum Nutrition. The second thing is whey protein. If you're losing weight, you're trying to keep the muscle that you've earned. So having a high protein diet is going to help you maintain the muscle that you've earned and force your body to aim for the fats. And another thing I've introduced is branched chain amino acids, also known as BCAAs. When you're doing cardio, it's also very easy for your body to want to target your muscle instead of your body fat. So I rather go for BCAAs. It's in a short term, it protects your muscle, it keeps your hard muscle during cardio, so I'm taking this right now. Number 5 that I wanted to mention is small little things I do to reduce my waist size. As I mentioned before, I do vacuums. I'll maybe do 4 sets. So in 1 set, I'll maybe hold my stomach in for about 15 seconds, as you're seeing right now, and then I'll relax it. And then I'll do another set, and if I do that every day, that is a good way to actually train your abs and also for you to get a tighter waist. And the other thing I mentioned before was that I like training with a belt throughout my workout. It keeps my waist tight. And guys, that is the end of the video. Don't forget, if you want to see Project Diamonds for me to show you more instructional videos here on the channel, leave the video a huge thumbs up, or even if you just enjoyed it and you thought it was helpful, I would greatly appreciate it. You can also check my sponsors Gymshark in the link in the description. If you buy from them, that directly supports your boy. But that is the end of the video, guys. If you're new to the channel, if you're enjoying everything here, all these videos have good information, entertaining as well. Subscribe right here. This is the previous video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.